All right, well, it's time to start covering the wings. All right, so before we get into covering the wings, there's a couple of things I want to go over. First of all, the lesson here is that in an ideal world, to be the most frugal with your covering, the best way to do this is to cover the wings and then your control surfaces, because then you can use the scraps from your wing covering and fuselage covering to help do that. So in an effort to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to be a little bit frugal today, and I'm going to cover the bottom of the wing cord-wise in two sections, and then I'm going to cover the top of the wing span-wise so that it's nice and seamless. The reason for this is that, again, it's going to make the most use of the covering, and you'll see in the time lapse how it goes and how the geometry works and stuff. But to say the least, plan ahead a little bit better than I have. So I'm showing you my mistakes and I'm making the most of this. Regardless, I'm gonna need more material to do the fuselage just because of square footage. It's a big airplane. Anyway, so let's get started, and we're gonna start by taking out the servos for the flaps and the ailerons, well, at least in this wing panel, and I'll cover the covers for the servos, and well, let's just get started. Right. So, rinse and repeat on the opposite side. You guys saw that, some of this on the top Didn't exactly look very pretty, but once you hit it with the high heat, it comes out nice and smooth. Just a touch of warping. It's not bad. We're talking like maybe a 1/16 of an inch. Shouldn't be anything too big of a deal. And on the bottom, I'll note that yeah, doing these servo covers is a little bit more difficult than it looks, especially this one. I remembered that you're not supposed to cut this until after you hit it with the high heat. After. I'll probably go back and redo that because I'm me. But yeah, a lot of this, like the dust and stuff here, that'll come right off with some cleaning solution. So not a big deal there. And I'm curious about how transparent it is, but you know, that's something for another day when it's sunny and not thunderstorming all over the place. One last thought here. I will note that I did pull the servo horns off of the servos because I wanted to make sure that the servo wires were going through the wing. And yeah, so when I work on the top surface, I didn't want the servo horns pointing down and causing the wing to rock over the place. So I'll pull those servos out and pop those back on. Not a big deal. All right, well, that's going to do it for today. Got a lot done. And we're going to keep on going on the wings for a little bit. I'm going to get the control surfaces hinged, and I'm going to get the hardware installed. Again, we've got hardware from Dubro that will facilitate all of that. And it's going to come together and make sure the wings are all buttoned up and we are ready to go before we move on the fuselage. All right, so stay tuned. A little bit more technical stuff coming up, and we're going to keep making this a flying work of art.